Python interview questions. What is the difference between a module and a package? In this answer, the 3 points are necessary. A module is a single file or multiple file containing Python code. This code can define a function, classes or variables. Typically, a module is Python file ending with a .py extension, and a module have organized and reused code by grouping related code together. For example, you have a module that containing all mathematical functions that you need for a project, making your code cleaner and more manageable. Now, as for packages, a package on other hand, a collection of module organized in a directory containing init.py file. Package allow for a structure organization related module, making easy to manage and large code bases. Init.py file can either empty or can executing initializing code for packages. Package provide a way to group related module together. For both are essential for clean and reusable Python code. Moving to the next question. Is a Python compiled language or interpreted language? Python is primarily an interpreted language. This means that Python code is executed line by line and interpreted at runtime rather than being compiled into a machine code beforehand like in compiled language. What are the benefits of using Python language as a tool in the present scenario? First is the simplicity. Python is easy to read and write syntaxes. Then we have versatility. Python is used in various fields like web development, data analysis, AI, machine learning and automation making. It's a highly versatile too. Then we'll talk about the libraries and frameworks. Python has rich in ecosystem libraries and frameworks such as Django, Flask, Pandas, TensorFlow. Next, strongly community support. Large active community provide extensive documentation. Then portability. Python is a platform independent, running seamlessly on Windows, Mac OS and Linux, which is a simplifies development across the different environments. Development speed. Its simplicity and powerful libraries enables the rapid development. Then we'll talk about the dynamic typing. Python dynamic typing makes the coding flexible and faster. Then lastly, open source means its use, modify and distribute with ongoing improvement driven by collaborative community. Next is what are global protected and private attribute in Python. Global variables are public variables defined in the global scope. To use a global variable inside a function, the global keyword is required. Protected attributes are marked with a single underscore. Example, underscore Sarah, while they can still be accessed and modified from outside the class. Responsible developers should avoid doing so. Private attributes are marked with a double underscore. This cannot accessed or modified directly from outside the class, and any such attempt will result in an attribute error. Moving to the next question. Is Python case sensitive? Yes. Python is a case-sensitive language. This means that the language distinguishes between uppercase and lowercase character in identifiers. For example, the variable names small var or a capital V in the var and the var would be considered the three distinct variables in Python. Python keywords are also case-sensitive. For example, if it's a keyword, but if it contains the I capital and IF and other variables are not. Now, how is the exception handling done in Python? So, in Python, the main keyword for exception handling are try, except and finally. The try block contains the code that is monitored for the error, and if error occurs, the exception block is executed to handle the exception. The finally block has the unique feature of executing code after the try block, regardless of whether an error occurred or not. Now, what is the difference between for loop and while loop in Python? The for loop is commonly used to iterate through elements of various collection types such as list, tuple, sets, and dictionaries. On the other hand, the while loop is a standard looping construct used in the many programming languages. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel. Thank you guys.